Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in our newsrooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
If a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Ah, Mom, this boy is a handful.
As if you were any different.
Then what about a memory? I'd say a lifetime of stories. Wash away the dirt and not the memories with Boom Bubble Plus washing powder.
Let the memories fade away.
Boom, and the dirt is gone. Introducing the Smart Kicker from iConnect, the most affordable smartphone on the market. With a follow focus capable 2-megapixel camera, you can't miss out on any of the action. Over 400 hours of standby battery time and 32 gig external memory. That's more than enough space for all your series, music, pics, apps and games. Get yours today from iConnect for a limited offer of only 499 kwacha, including 300 MB iSpot internet from iConnect. The Smart Kicker, available at iConnect. iConnect, make it happen.
The big day, everybody, and tonight we'll witness history in the making, y'all. Maki 2 all the way from Kokopala versus Slapdism and Nizzle. The moment you've all been waiting for. Maki 2 versus Slapdism.
Here's what you all been missing. Monster flows, fire flows, Mungamu kitchen. Flavor ikupa songangiwa panga decision. Bigger than us, me and you and the mission.
Down Biggie Man International, you man got see ever they have to know. Nobody on the corner got swagger like us, but everyone is bigger than us.
This moment is bigger than us.
Iyatikurilaku is bigger than us.
Both of us, me and you, is bigger than us. Bigger than us.
Monster Pops are not just big, they're monster big. Try out our Wacky Fusion, Magic Forest, Tongue Painter, and Black Forests. Monster Pops, the biggest pop in town.
Want to just get out of town with your friends and family? Are you having a corporate getaway and have no adequate transport? Then this here is what you need to listen to. A brand new 35-seater Yutong luxury bus is now up for hire at an affordable and negotiable rate. It comes fully equipped with aircon, TV for your relaxation, music soothing your trip, and DVD players to give you variety. Book now by calling 0955 0966 or 977 844 141.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Jungle.
We're glad you could join us for the main news on Prime TV. To begin, we take a look at some of the stories that are making headlines. Ruling Patriotic Front Party scoops all 3 parliamentary seats. Local herbalist claims to have found HIV cure. National Revolution Party describes the just ended by-elections as unfair. Deaths in South Africa as mobs target foreigners. For these and many other stories, do join me after this short break. For the news in detail, my name is Gwen Mwila. The ruling Patriotic Front has scooped the Chawama, Masaiti and Senga Hill parliamentary by-elections. In Chawama, PF candidate Lawrence Sichawalwe was declared winner after polling 7,502, while UPN's Charles Kaselwa got 3,219. In Masaiti, PF's Michael Katambo pulled 5,032 votes against his closest rival, Peter Mumba of the UPND, who managed 2,150 votes, while independent candidate Linton Mokola was third with 41 votes. In Senga Hill, the PF Kapembwa Simbao was declared duly elected MP at 11:20 after polling 7,913, while his rival UPND's Gilles Yambayamba pulled 4,570 votes. PF Senga Hill campaign manager Freedom Sikazwe says the Senga Hill victory is as a result of the merging of the PF and MMD. He says the 2 parties agreed to work together for the interest of the Zambian people. Mr. Sikazwe, who is also Northern Province Deputy Minister, says the PF will continue to embrace people from other parties with the same vision of promoting democratic governance and development. He has expressed confidence in the 2 parties coming together, adding that victory is set for PF in 2016 general elections. The United Party for National Development says voter apathy in the just-ended by-election was once more the real winner of the elections. UPND leader Hakainde Hichilema says low turnout recorded was bad, with 15% of registered voters reported to have turned out in the Chawama parliamentary by-elections. Mr. Hichilema says Zambians have been once again let down by government after governments have understandably been fatigued by politics. And UPND youths in Lusaka have denied Senga Hill parliamentary by-election results, charging that the PF and intelligence officers have connived to manipulate the results. The youth say what happened in Senga Hill is similar to what happened to the presidential by-elections that saw Edgar Lungu declared as winner.
Upon Africa, the UPND party. Senga to a dinga, Winoguna, Combina Milo to a lady dinga. Man to Sanga Senga. Now to the Brana Takwati, what strip up presidential for presidential election kuko twafumini so imitima shirisha kali pasana ba PF bambo kushita kubombera pamona ba OP aba intelligence abakam kula chinjama figures otwasangire kusenga hiyo as a UPND natukana sana kwe bati senga taturushire
bachawamba bachokonda bintu vola muntu aliyo siwamuona na kubomusia mai stizi ya mazambia nikapenda zaenda pasogoro loko bwanji sinizi ya wachawamba maganizo ndeni nsenga na masaiti na yatu nitofuna kuenda kwa city mozi batupezi kati batibela la kwepo so stizi ya mavanati ganjira wa PF but 2016 kangala so na yatu 2016 stinga fomi utatika luze maybe zanga beni sivo
senga ina na batunyunya no na batunyunya ina chawa mabana bawi hapo but senga ina batwibira senga okay basi bajoke phone ngaranda kufi naranda kufi yo kuina na bawina okay bati tre kanya ko irabati uruburi filia kali mwaje kwa PF bali.
And residents in Chawama constituency have expressed excitement over the newly elected area member of parliament, Lawrence Sichalwe. The residents spoken to by Prime TV say it is exciting that the Patriotic Front has retained its seat in Chawama. They have stressed that the victory will give PF a chance to continue with the developmental programs that were embarked on by the former area member of parliament, Edgar Lungu.
The January 20th by-elections left the Chawama parliamentary seat vacant after then area member of parliament Edgar Lungu was elected Zambia's 6th Republican president. Yesterday, residents of Chawama constituency once again went to the polls to vote for a new area member of parliament, which saw PF's candidate Lawrence Sichalwe scooping the seat. The residents have expressed confidence in the newly elected area member of parliament. Those spoken to by Prime TV said they are hopeful that Mr. Sichalwe will deliver what he promised during campaigns.
Nomonga kuno kwafu society, the police force, and you can see that first of maybe month when the cases. So since the MP wakuno utawama kuno bawina, baoneka Ambotino police post Kalek, because that was the promise. Kuliba PF government say that we are going to fulfill the promise. So we are expecting that our MP should be able to submit to fulfill your promises which you promise people of Chawama, because we are so stranded about police force. That is my contribution to the people of Chawama. On behalf of the people of Chawama, I appreciate because of we voted for him, we expected for the what? Is promising.
With the area having a new member of parliament, it is the hope of people that he will be able to finish many projects that were started by his predecessor. Gloria Mumba, Prime TV News in Lusaka.
Thank you, Gloria, for that report. A local herbalist has claimed that his herbal medicine he is calling Loso capsules is able to cure the HIV virus. Reverend Isaac Mupasha says his herbal medicine has helped cure many people who have gone to seek for help from him. Reverend Mupasha, a former Zambia diplomat, says he has not publicized his medicine because most herbalists in Zambia are not being helped by the government. He explains that the Zambian atmosphere is not conducive when it comes to herbal medicine. Reverend Mupasha made the revelations in an exclusive interview at his residence in Lusaka.
The devastating impact of the deadly HIV and AIDS virus cannot be overemphasized. The disease has claimed many lives, leaving behind untold miseries in the lives of many families and the nation as a whole. It is against this background that several people have been joining hands to find solutions to this killer disease. In addition to the Sondash formula, another local herbalist has come on board claiming that his herbal medicine is able to kill the HIV virus. Reverend Isaac Mumpasha exclusively tells Prime TV News that his medicine has helped many people so far.
To make you come closer to believing, there is a young girl who is about 8 years old. We talked to the parents the parents said, well, here's a girl, he can't continue to go on to school because she's HIV positive. And when she went to see a doctor, she was found having 39,960 viral load. 39,960. She took our medicine for 1 month. At the end of the month, there remained only 822. And you see, the 39 was all wiped off.
Reverend Mumpasha has, however, expressed disappointment with the Zambian environment with regard to herbal medicine.
The atmosphere that has been put into the country over those who are herbalists should be removed. There must be a sense of curiosity of finding out what does the black man also know, you know? And it's amazing that some of the diseases which Europeans are failing to cure, the black men can cure. Just now there are so many people who are dying because they have been made to believe that herbalists don't cure. You see, herbs don't cure. And so many are dying of HIV/AIDS.
But how did the name of the herbal medicine called Loso arrived at?
When it came to forming up a name, I said no. I think I must remember who took part in formulating how this medicine should be and how it should work. One man who was working with me, from whom I got the medicine, his name, he was a Lozi man. He was Lozi. I am Soli. Lozi is L-O, not so. And Soli is S-O. Yeah, so it's Loso.
The medicine has been packaged in capsule form and been administered to those seeking help. Kalan Mchima reporting for Prime TV News in Lusaka.
ZESCO Limited has embarked on a sensitization campaign to educate police officers on the dangers of illegal connections. ZESCO Limited spokesperson Henry Kapata says the campaign is aimed at ensuring that officers are aware about the consequences of illegal connections. Mr. Kapata says his company has observed with sadness that most police officers had made illegal connections in police camps. He says it is for this reason that his company has decided to educate the officers on the dangers of the vice. Mr. Kapata said ZESCO Limited is aware that police officers stay with a lot of people in their homes, adding that illegal connections could lead to serious accidents if left unchecked. Mr. Kapata said this when he paid a courtesy call on Copper Belt Commissioner of Police, Joyce Kasosa. He says illegal connections can cause fatal accidents, loss of life and property if unattended to, hence the need for the sensitization campaigns. Before we take our first break, we take a look at the stories that are making headlines. Ruling Patriotic Front Party scoops all 3 parliamentary seats. Local herbalist claims to have found HIV cure. Do join me after this break.
It starts with a single seed. Patience. Dedication. Attention to detail.
Everybody sipping, I'ma sip my hell.
It's here. I'ma sip my hell. Eat well, drink well, feel good.
Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in unused rooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.
What's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Fun. Style. Freshness. Great taste. It's here. It's fun. It looks cool. And it tastes great. Are you ready?
Shake, 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 shake and sip.
Introducing Shake and Sip, the new irresistibly smooth fruity milk.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
The news continues. National Revolution Party President Cosmo Mumba has described the Chawama parliamentary by-elections as unfair. Mr. Mumba says the Chawama by-elections were partially unfair as people were being forced to vote for the ruling party through the Kolopa.com song. He has further noted that PF cadres were around the polling stations in Chawama harassing voters who had voted and beating them up after confessing that they voted otherwise. Meanwhile, NRP candidate Martha Shaba Mumba has accepted defeat in the Chawama parliamentary by-elections. Mrs. Mumba asked that she will focus on the 2016 general elections.
Electoral Commission of Zambia should not be incompetent. There were some are incompetent in the sense that a classroom where they have drawn either a fish, a nkunda, a chipiango, or what. We caught a paper yesterday, which is right now with Mr. Chushi, Deputy Commanding Officer, Zambia Police. We dropped it to him, I tiered it, and I took it to him yesterday, which was, they were Vipiango, and you know PF is using Kolopa.com, there's a song at Kolopa.com. So those things, any picture that symbolizes any song or a popularity slogan for any political party is not supposed to be there. Thirdly, people were threatened of being beaten if they voted for another political party. There's also a report which I took yesterday to the same police, where we took our member at Chawama Clinic, and we went to the police. Police went to Chawama Clinic. He was beaten after leaving, after voting. There was a bus parked outside. I was asked, who have you voted for? That person mentioned who she voted for, and she was beaten.
Former Zambian ambassador to Tanzania, Akashamba Twambiku Star Lewanika, has called for the immediate burning of South Africans from the African Union following the brutal killings taking place in that country. Mr. Lewanika says it is savagely at its worst the manner in which South Africans are killing foreigners whom they have accused of getting their jobs. He has since vowed not to buy anything from a South African shop or buy any air ticket on South African Airways until the killings are stopped with immediate effect. This is according to a post on Mr. Akashambato's Facebook page and obtained by Prime TV News. Several foreigners living in South Africa have been murdered by burning or killed using knives or stones by South Africans. Meanwhile, the Malawian and Somalian governments have started evacuating their nationals from South Africa. Agriculture and Livestock Minister Given Lwinda has dismissed misleading the suggestion that hunger is looming in the country. Mr. Lwinda says there is enough stock of maize in the reserves to take the country to next year's farming season. He explains that the consumption of maize in the country is 1.2 metric tons of maize per year, and currently the reserves have about 1.2 million metric tons of maize in storage. Mr. Lwinda says this alone is enough for the country. He explains that when government allowed the sale of maize, they did so after an assessment of the quantity of maize the country had in stock. Mr. Lwinda has since reassured Zambians that no one will starve because government has them covered.
The agriculture sector world over is facing a big challenge in terms of climate change, and Zambia and the rest of Africa are no exceptions. Therefore, this workshop is timely, and as government, the deliberations and recommendations from this gathering will be useful in shaping up our future policies that will contribute to mitigating the impacts of climate change. Another key factor that should be addressed is that of agricultural diversification. Farmers should be encouraged to diversify in the face of the challenges posed by climate change. Indeed, diversification can be an important means to strengthen the resilience and coping capacity of farmers.
The Northwestern Council of Elders Committee has refuted accusations from some stakeholders in the province that the committee has been working with the Patriotic Front government. Committee Chairperson Lukasa Chikoti says it is sad that people can gather at a place and start accusing the committee of working with the ruling party on the expense of demanding for development. Mr. Chikoti tells Prime TV News in a telephone interview from Solwezi that the mandate of the committee is very clear and that it is work with the government of the day. He accused participants at the recently held developmental meeting at Solwezi Teachers Training College of having been paid by a named political party to scandalize the committee. The development meeting in Solwezi was attended by traditional leaders, political leaders, and ordinary citizens.
Our constitution clearly states that we shall work with the government of the day on issues of development, not on political issues. And that is what we stand for, and that's what we have been doing. Now, it's our friend, the chief that the government, and that's how they came up with that organization. That's why we say we are not part of that. How can a chief say, no, we dissolve a registered organization? I'm sure you understand it better. So, a chief who actually came is not even consists the chief of Rekawonde. Somebody just maneuvered engineers bringing the chief from one chief from Enilonga, one chief from Gabompo, and the other two chiefs from Zambezi. So it's something that we are saying that meeting was actually organized, aimed at trying to denounce the Council of Elders.
Zambeef Products has unveiled a 1.5 million kwacha sponsorship deal to support an award-winning new movie that captures the passion, excitement and national pride of the Zambian football team. Zambeef Products Joint Executive Officer Carl Iwin says the sponsorship will also help to tell Zambia's story. Mr. Iwin says there are a lot of people that do not understand Zambia's stories, adding that the movie will help sell Zambia. And speaking at the same function, Zambeef Product Board Chairperson Jacob Mwanza says Zambeef will continue to support Zambia through its corporate social responsibility. The fortunes of national Chipolopolo team, from the lows of the 1993 Gabon air crash to the highs of the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON victory, are chronicled in the film In the 18th Team.
I think it's a wonder for us to be involved with this whole project from Zambeef, and again, for us, we take our responsibility in helping develop our country, create jobs in this country, taking our products into the region, getting Zambian products going, exporting out of Zambia. These are all, I think, responsibilities that we have and that we take seriously and are part of us driving a Zambian business.
We do a lot on the social responsibility front, and we will continue to do so. And that's why we supported this with such a large amount, 1.5 million kwacha, because we feel this film captures the spirit of Zambia, never to be discouraged, never to stop dreaming, always strive to achieve the highest level of your dreams.
We now take our second break, but still to come are stories from around the world and sports news. Do stay tuned.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Mom, can I help you to cook?
No. Remember what I always tell you? Wash your hands.
Okay. Dad, this is a germ-free zone. Go wash your hands.
Good personal hygiene is important at all times. That's why medical experts recommend Romeo Plus medicated soap. It eradicates over 97% of harmful germs. Healthy families use Romeo Plus medicated soap. Romeo Plus medicated soap. Love, care, protect.
Shake, 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 shake and sip. Shake, delicious and healthy for you and your family. Nutrition and dignity. Just food and tasty, yeah.
Yonzuna yowama yotelela mushi ilina mafleva yosiyana yonseni yabwino anso ibasa mpamvu kosataya ndawi yesa shake and see yokumwana banjana anzako osipasako ambuye na makolo ako ilimbisa tu ikondwesa ana kosataya ndawi yesa shake and see.
Shake and sip when fresh meets fruity.
Welcome back, and now for the rest of the news. Violence against immigrants in South Africa has killed at least 5 people since last week in one of the worst outbreaks of violence in years against foreigners. In years, hundreds of migrants, mostly from other African countries, had been forced out of their homes, authorities told the Associated Press news agency on Tuesday. Khadija Patel, a South African journalist, told Al Jazeera that there have been previous instances of violence against foreigners. He says hundreds of foreign nationals were displaced in Isipingo late last month when a group of South Africans attacked foreigners living and working in the area. Mr. Patel adds that the Isipingo attacks were blamed on a labor dispute at a local wholesaler, and government refused to categorize the violence as xenophobic violence. The military chief of Libya's UN-recognized government has expressed doubt about UN-backed talks in Morocco aimed at ending the country's political split, and said that he is betting on a military solution if the deal remains elusive. General Khalifa Haftar's comments in a TV interview on Tuesday underscored the obstacles to any agreement between rival governments in Libya. Haftar, who commands forces loyal to the Tobruk government, separately told the Associated Press news agency that he does not oppose negotiations outright. He said he would abide by decisions of his government, but said it was not clear how the political rivals could reach a deal. He would not agree to any ceasefire with armed groups, he said. Well, for more international stories, we monitored Al Jazeera.
Refugees from the war in Yemen have arrived in Djibouti after fleeing the violence. Meanwhile, Houthi rebels have criticized a decision by the UN Security Council to impose an arms embargo on several of their leaders. Mohammed Baal has more on the Houthi reaction.
They have strongly condemned this resolution by the United Nations Security Council and described it as a statement of support for the aggression, in their own words. They have also, on the other hand, called on mass protests to be organized on Thursday, and this is something they do on every occasion to show that, to tell the world that they have millions of Yemenis on their side.
The charity organization Save the Children says at least 400 migrants are feared to have drowned after their boat capsized off the Libyan coast on Sunday. The Italian Coast Guard says it rescued 144 people in an air and sea operation. They're among 7,000 migrants who've been rescued at sea over the last 4 days. Ministers from the G7 nations are meeting in Germany to discuss ongoing conflicts across the world. The war in Yemen and fighting in Libya, Syria and Ukraine are on the agenda. The meeting comes ahead of the full G7 summit in June. China's economic growth has slowed down in the first quarter of this year. Figures released on Wednesday show a 7% growth rate, with a fall in manufacturing and retail sales. The world's second largest economy's growth between January and March was the slowest in the last 6 years. A 5-year investigation into Google suggests it may have breached EU competition laws. The search engine company will be charged with diverting traffic from its rivals to boost its own services. If proven, Google will face up to $6.6 billion in fines by the EU. Anti-government protesters in Guinea have postponed their rallies until next week after the Prime Minister asked for talks. 2 days of violent demonstrations in the capital Conakry killed 2 people and injured several others. The demonstrators are demanding that President Alpha Conde step down. Cubans have welcomed Barack Obama's plans to remove their country from a list of state sponsors of terrorism. It comes just days after an historic meeting between Obama and Cuba's President Raul Castro.
And now in sports news, the city of Kitwe is set for an early season football feast over the next 3 weeks in the 2015 FAS Super Division. Big Guns in Nkana and Power Dynamos are set for some marquee league fixtures with less than 10 games played into the 2015 season. This weekend, Nkana's 11-year winless streak against Zesco United will be put to the test when the two sides clash at Nkana Stadium in a Week 5 game. Power will then steal the limelight on April 25 when they host Old Falls Mufulira Wanderers at Arthur Davis Stadium. That match will be a big warm-up for Power ahead of the first installment of the Kitwe Derby to follow in Wusakile on May 2 when they visit Nkana in Week 7. Well, with that item from the Copper Belt, we now come to the end of the news. But before we go, we take a look at some of the stories that had made headlines. Ruling Patriotic Front party scoops all 3 parliamentary seats. Local herbalist claims to have found HIV cure. National Revolution Party describes the just ended by-elections as unfair, and deaths in South Africa as mobs target foreigners. Well, thank you so much for staying with us. On behalf of the news team, this has been Gwen Mwila. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of our programs.
Works.
Mom, this boy is a handful.
As if you were any different.
Then what about a memory? A lifetime of stories. Wash away the dirt and not the memories with Boom Bubble Plus washing powder.
Boom, and the dirt is gone.
It's the big day, everybody, and tonight we'll witness history in the making, y'all. Maki 2 all the way from Kokopala versus Slap Dizzle my Nizzle.
Here's what you all been missing. Monster flows, fire flows, Mungamu kitchen. Flavor ikupa sokangiwa panga decision. Bigger than us, means you and the mission.
Yo, Biggie Man International, you man got the ever they have to know. Nobody on the corner got swagger like us, but the other one is bigger than us.
This moment is bigger than us.
Yatikurilaku is bigger than us.
Both of us, me and you, is bigger than us. Bigger than us.
Monster Pops are not just big, they're monster big. Try out our Wacky Fusion, Magic Forest, Tongue Painter, and Black Forest. Monster Pops, the biggest pop in town.
You see, I have never fought with a lion. I have never hunted through the forest in pursuit of food, but I do have the fighting spirit. Because for decades, my people fought for freedom, and in 1964, we won. I love to do the Fwemba, the Kalela, the Kwasa Kwasa. I wear Chitenge, so does my girlfriend. I eat crisps, not crisps. I love Nsima, Kapenta, Chihuahua, Delele. I'm Josh, and I'm proud to be Zambian.
iConnect, celebrating 50 years of Zambia's independence. Hashtag OnlyFazed. iConnect, make it happen.
It starts with a single seed. Patience. Dedication. Attention to detail.
I'ma sip it up, everybody sipping
It's here. I'ma sip my hell. Eat well, drink well, feel good.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Fun. Style. Freshness. Great taste. It's here. It's fun. It looks cool. And it tastes great. Are you ready?
Shake, 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 shake and sip.
Introducing Shake and Sip, the new irresistibly smooth fruity milk.
Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in our newsrooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.